Hello, hello, hello! Guess today's theme. Hint. We are gonna use the general theme of a teapot to look at your general energies. Just a little bit. Your general energies for the first week of January. I do like to use a semblance of a structure because that's just how I am. But rest assured, the energy that needs to pop in will pop in, regardless of what position or how I lay my cards on the table. It's just that for me, I like to have a structure. As always, we're gonna have the Barbiery Zodiac in the middle. Main deck today, I received this just before New Year from Temu. The Mystic Gypsy Tarot. It's beautiful. I'm really excited to be using this. Secondary clarifying deck will be the Gourmet Tarot. Main oracle will be the Unspoken Truth, and potentially the second one, Deep Dive oracle cards. This might be more emotionally themed. We will see. We will see how things will roll. It's basically inspired by this super cute graphic that I found on Pinterest. I will try to include it here. And that's the source of my inspiration for this Stirring the Teacup energy check-in for January, the first week of January 2026. Let's see how things are shaking up for you guys. And I will zoom in for you to have a snapshot opportunity at the cards of today. Here we go. And I will see you in 2 seconds. Hello, hello, Aquarius. Aquarius. It's the age of the Aquarius. Trust me, being old. Hey guys, so we're gonna dive into a little bit of a tea spill sesh this morning, this afternoon, this evening, wherever you are finding my video at. And let's see what is supporting you, what is filling you, what you can hold on to, and what you need to be cautious of at the rim, and what you are stirring. And you already have, okay, so these three. Off the record pre-shuffle, we have Judgment, Renewal, Second Chance at something. And we have the, oh, holy crikey hell. You are seriously giving someone something, a second chance at a now renewed and higher level commitment, or more structured, more solid second chance, whatever this might be in your life, in your situation. Or maybe you have a renewed faith. Knight of Pentacles. It has been some time coming, but you are, I guess, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, or like seeing things for what they are, and have renewed faith in something. And so now you are giving it a more solid, concrete, structured, dependable sort of chance to it. A more practical approach also. Because it's filling you with joy. It's like a wish fulfillment, and it just feels super good. So you are willing to take that risk of giving it a second chance and making it more official, higher level, more important, more recognized. Conflict. Was this in the past, or is this in the present? Was this the thing that caused the end, requiring judgment, the second chance, the resurrection, to pop up as the first card? Five of Wands is differing opinions, differing point of views, causing disharmony and discord in whatever that thing is for you in your life. And with this revival, we are both having an Ace of Pentacles, but now with this new Ace, you will be required to juggle energies and things in your life to find a seamless, smooth balance. But I'm seeing that these were flipped in the deck. It will bring you joy, and it will have a sense of revival, of passion, of purpose in your life, which is a beautiful energy. You are perhaps headed towards celebrations, and you are just like, yo, let's party time, with that Knight of Wands energy. So what's the good word for my Aquariuses? Which, okay, can I have a tiny bit of a rant? Tiny. Whoever designed or did or coined or whatever this whole astrological thing, why is aqua, water, an air sign? Like, I don't get that. Like, didn't they know their Latin well, or they were lacking an air sign somewhere, the way they distributed the other ones? Or why is Aquarius water an air sign? Like, is it because you're like evaporating, or like you're like the misty aspect of water? That are ones. If you are being overburdened, overworked, try to take a break before it becomes a freaking burnout. Get help. Yeah, before it comes, before you need to like literally end yourself. The situation with the Ten of Swords, this could also be backstabbing, so watch out for that. You need to make the decision when you can, the sooner the better, and holding on to hope and resources at this time. Maybe you are not communicating how tired you are or how betrayed you feel, but if you can, maybe let that grievance out, so you don't have to carry that weight and that stress and that burden all on your own. And again, we have Judgment now a second time, so there's definitely some revival in the air for you. After grievance and losses, you are being defensive, which is completely understandable, but you need to drop your defenses if you want to allow this new resurrection, this new opportunity to come into your life and to see it reach end game, and to reach the Hierophant level, which is the higher level of everything. Maybe seek guidance in your community on how you want to tackle this situation for you. Seven of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. In the past, either you or someone external to you, who's a bit cold and very much witty and intellectual, had mingled with your energy because her presence is still present. And now you are looking at what has been done, what has been said, what are the outcomes and consequences of your intermingling with this energy. Single as a Pringle, living your best life, being self-sufficient, independent, self-providing, the good stuff. Oh, and either there's a progression from a page to a king, or you are learning the mastery of how to progress from this youthful, curious, but sort of slow progress energy to a more quick-witted, more assured, more stable energy, with the King of Swords being very strategic, but very also setting the rules, knowing, and you are setting the rules because you are knowing facts, because you have gathered all that intel, so you are wiser in the choices that you make going forward. Okay, so let's cut. And now we have the Emperor and the Nine of Cups. You are definitely taking charge concerning your own happiness and your own wish fulfillments. And this can be small things, but small things do add up at the end of the day. Oh, regarding to love connection, they love you, you love them. It's a happily ever after situation. Mutually shared emotions, even if it's not communicated. And this has a potential of going full-blown marriage and let's settle down for life, have children. The house, the white picket fence, and the yadla yadla. You know how life goes here on earth. It has that potential. If you allow, obviously, if you open the door for said revival and higher level commitment possibility, taking it to the next stage. So, the dish, the cup, the handle, the rim, and the teaspoon. Oh, moving away, giving back, good cheer, not making a decision, and stressing out. Okay, Aquarius, what's happening? So, what supports you? What supports you is literally moving into a safe space, no longer worrying, stressing, maybe finding that practical physical shore upon which you can build a kingdom. And by moving away from something, you have seen clarity, you have seen things for what they are. You have reached that eureka moment of aha, I see clearly now. And yeah, I'm singing off key. And so you at least have an insight, like a proper insight on the situation that is either allowing you to move into safety or that has been reached after you moved into a safer, quieter place to think and ponder and see things for what they are, what they were. The thing is, at least this is like a good baseline to be standing at. So what is the clarity about for my Aquariuses? And sometimes it's as small as taking a step back and just disconnecting and letting your own intuition tell you what things are. Judgment again, and Ace of Pentacles. So after this revival, this second chance, this resurrection, there is a new concrete potential for something solid and stable with the Ace of Pentacles. It's on, but remember, aces are potentiality, potential. It's not set in stone, concrete, guaranteed, but the probability of the possibility is very, very high. So because now you are in a safe space where you can ease down, relax, and think, you can reach this new enlightenment, just this becoming aware of things, and with that you are allowing this second solid opportunity to be revived, to come and be a bit more concrete, a bit more solid, something that you can work a little more stable on. Like I said earlier, this Ace of Pentacles can literally be the shore that you are reaching after this Six of Swords has reached its destination. It's the concrete land upon which you can build. And that whole aspect of the possibility of building something is your judgment, is your second chance. The first part that you are leaving behind, it didn't work out. Now you're moving away, you're seeing the truth, it's clear, there's communication, there's insight, and with that you can apply a more practical approach in how you want to build something to be stable, reliable, and dependable upon in the future. The cup, what fills you? What fills you is either your capacity of giving back or the universe giving back to you, which could be this second chance that is now more concrete and more solid-ish, angled, based, that is coming at you because of that revival. And it's interesting because we have the Nine of Pentacles as the main energy. So although you are single, you are now focusing on giving back to some situation that is meaningful in your life. Interesting. Or are you the one who is expected to be given back? The Six of Pentacles can go both ways. It's a bit of a karmic energy. Depending on what you did, you get good or you get bad fortune. And we have Nine of Swords, King of Cups, and Three of Swords. Oh, okay. So it's definitely those are my dogs, sorry. It's definitely concerning a love situation that you need to give back to, following a solid heartbreak that is leaving you or has left you in a very stressful, anguished, anxious energy where literally your night sleep is affected because you keep thinking back of what if, and all those theoretical questions of I should have done this, what happened, what if, all those things. It's not you staying awake at night, but when those thoughts are creeping in on you, they wake you up and they literally just like make your heart race a little, and you remember more acutely the pain that this situation has inflicted on you. That could be potentially your Six of Pentacles, because something has happened. Now you are paying the consequences of that through the energy of the Nine of Swords, which is just stress and anxiety. And obviously the heartbreak, it's like it's intermingled really. But since you have the King of Cups in your vicinity in this position, you can master how emotions are directly affecting you and tone down the pain and the anxiety by deciding and being proactive in how much energy and emotion and time you allow these pesky thoughts, swords being thoughts and intellect based, how much impact they have on your inner emotional intellectual landscape. A king, being the highest position in a court, has the most authority, the most power. He sets the rules. Ergo, you set the rule in how much this previous heartbreak and now current stress is affecting your daytime and your nighttime, and how much you should give back to the situation, or is it fair, is it unfair what you are receiving back from this situation. All the while you are still thriving, being your own strong, independent, beautiful self, making that money, securing stability. With the Nine of Pentacles, it's pre-Empress, or if you're a guy, pre-Emperor, I would say. So you are almost there in having that penultimate security, stability, and things that you can depend upon. Let me go just check on that. Give me a sec, please. My deepest apologies about that. So we had 2 days of snow, now we're having rain, and a chunk of snow slid off the roof of this shed right across the basement where I am filming. And I thought my dogs were like misbehaving or doing something nefarious, so I had to check. But back to you. The handle, something you can hold on to, and you can hold on to the group chat, to your circle of friends, to the good cheer, celebrations, if you have something to celebrate. If not, just, hang out with your friends, have a coffee, have a chat, have a cake, have a cheese. Just, enjoy the good life. Also, rest if you can. And I know my Aquariuses are nefarious for being overworked. If you followed my advent calendar, I think I've been hammering it in and scolding you for like almost 20 something days to like take a freaking breather and take a freaking break during the holidays, because you were being worked to the bone, or the bone marrow, literally. So something you can hold on to is just good time with the friends. Like, take it easy, take it chill, take a nap. Naps, people are underestimating the power of a good nap in the adult life. 15 minutes to, okay, so that's the minimum, but let's say 15-25 minutes can do like wonder on your system. It helps your brain and your whole body recalibrate. Stress is processed through some gland in the back of your neck or something. It's like, I don't know, it's fascinating what sleep does that people are not aware of. So take a break, take a little nap, go hang out with your friends, or if you want to intermingle both, have a little co-op with the bodies in whatever video game you're playing, if you're playing games, or just have friends over, have a chat, have a pizza. Celebrate the good stuff and enjoy the peace and quiet moments that you can when you are on your own, where you're just resting, napping, meditating. Meditating is, people again underestimate the power of meditation. You can just let ideas and thoughts flow, and something that persistently comes back at you, pay attention to that. The rest, let it go, and just like, yeah, cool, okay, I see you, buddy, ciao, on your way you go. That is meditation. You can also manifest through meditation. You can have these empowering, what do you call those things? Like, I'm safe, I'm guarded, I'm happy. You know, these prompts that you tell yourself, and you literally hack your own brain into believing that, and eventually, since you believe it, it just magically becomes your reality. It's manipulating quantum physics at the core of it. So, oh, something flipped. Ten of Swords. We had that in the off the record pre-shuffle energy. Anything else? No. Yeah, you definitely need to take a rest before you are exhausted and worked to the brim, and have to, you know, end things in a less, how do I want to phrase this, in a less beautiful and poetic way, because the Ten of Swords is like a harsh ending. It can be betrayal, can be backstabbing, can be ending of cycles, but it's the roughness of it, and you want to avoid that. So if you can take a nap and just, you know, hang out with the friends and take it easy, take it chill, you will avoid putting yourself in that situation where things will end in a painful way because you didn't pay attention to your health and your time and your concerns and everything in a timely fashion. The other card that jumped out was the Seven of Swords. Ooh la la, now this is not so good. Seven of Swords is lying, cheating, and thieving. Conjoined with the Ten of Swords, watch out for dishonest people in your life. If you want to avoid a backstabbing, you want to be very clever, very strategic with your friend group. What you say to whom, communication, thoughts. You have now three swords here. 4, 7, and 10. 4 is good, 7 is bad, 10 is freaking bad. Or I would say 7 is nefarious, 10 is bad. So you might want to consider your group friends group. See has your best interest at heart, and be strategic in what you say, what you think, what you let out. Don't be oversharing things that can be turned against you and that can be literally used to backstab you, because the Ten of Swords is really much backstabbing. 7 of Swords, again, lies, cheating, deceiving, deceit, theft. If you have an idea, someone can take it and run away with it. If you have a presence online, people can stalk and then turn that stuff against you. People can lie, can make fake profiles, so be cautious in this regard here. The Rim. Be cautious of not going overboard in stalling for time. You need to make a decision regarding change. You need to end something, and you are dilly-dallying in this energy of not jumping into action to take that decision. And the more you linger in this, the harder the tower will crush down. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but on one hand, yes, it's good to gather information. On the other hand, you don't want to stay 10,000 years in this energy of not making the decision and stalling for time when something needs to end and to change. Especially that following the Ten of Swords, it's like a double ending now. We have that very prominent energy of death, of change, of endings. Ten of Swords can be a smooth ending, can be a smooth transition if you allow yourself to make the decision in a timely fashion to embrace death, which is just the ending and change of one set of situations or whatever. Don't see that as a scary "I'm gonna die" situation. It's you're watching an episode of some series on Netflix. It reaches its ending. That's death. It's the end of that episode. You have the next episode after, and then it's the end of the series, and then you watch a new series. Ending is not the whole I'm gonna end up 6 feet under in the cemetery sort of nefarious energy. But you need to take charge, make that decision, and end something when you still have the power in your hands to decide how you want to end that situation. Whoa, that was half the stack. But one, Knight of Pentacles. So yes, it's a slow process, and you want to make sure that the road is solid, that it's practical, reliable, sturdy, solid, but also don't take too long, because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the court cards. And on one hand, it's good to like really have solid backing to your decisions, but don't use it as a pretext and as an excuse to just remain in this liminal space of not making the decision. You also want, yes, it's good to have a practical approach to things, but eventually you will need to put a pep in your step, to quote Axton from Borderlands 3, and make that decision. You have the victory is guaranteed, and I'm looking at that face behind the chariot. I didn't notice it. It's almost like a mystical sun, really, like in the corner. Here, that yellow face. You have the power of the sun, the illumination and happiness as your ultimate goal, but you need to step out of this lingering, dilly-dallying energy and just allow change to happen, to transform the situation, to allow you to rush into victory and success. And now the teaspoon. Stirring. What are my Aquarius is stirring? We have the Nine of Swords again. Nine of Swords, we had it here. So now we have 3, 9, 7, 10, which are basically the worst in the Swords suit. 4 being one of the good ones. Well, 2 is, I would say, neutral, but it can go into bad territory. 6 is good. So you have a lot of air and swords, thinking, communication, energy in this read here today. So I mean, on one hand, kind of normal for an air sign. On the other hand, do pay attention to how much, let's say, nefarious thought communication swords card is versus how many good ones, which thus far, Ace and 6 good, 3, 9, 7, 10 bad, 2 neutral, and 4 is good. So it's like almost hefty, but you want to reverse that to a more positive and lesser negative. Oh, the Lovers. So you are worried about a very important, meaningful soulmate connection with the Lovers and the Nine of Swords. Which, ouch. Okay, I get you. I get you. I get you. I get you. It is painful if this thing has slipped away from you, if there has been a conflict with this situation, if something happened that caused that Three of Swords heartbreak energy that is now doubling you in this Nine of Swords worry, stress, anxiety, almost like sleep paralysis demon sort of energy, because it's so potent, it's so powerful over your headspace. But again, you have the power in your hand to end the worrying, to allow change to step in, to bring transformation forward, to lead you to a victory, to have something practical, something solid, if you give this a second chance. Open the gates of communication though. That's a prerequisite if you want all of this to transform into something viable, potent, long-term. Queen of Cups, it's definitely a love situation. I think we had the King of Cups here, now we have the Queen of Cups as the divine counter match to the King. You want to address this situation with compassion, understanding, the soft I almost had a heart attack. Yeah, so you want to address this whole situation with compassion, with patience, with tenderness, with acceptance, and just open the gates of communication so that it's fair and balanced, but it's coming from a genuine, sincere, honest heart space too. And again, with the Queen of Cups, it's very much gentle, loving, nurturing. Think, who do I want to use as a reference? The Star, wish fulfillment. It's just literally gentle resilience, patient understanding, and not snapping and jumping into conclusions and into judgment, as in you did this and I did that, and you know, the fighting energy. You want it very soft, caring, empathetic, on trying to put yourself in the shoes of the other person and try to see their perspective on what led to this whole messy situation that is now requiring to assert yourself and make that decision to end your analysis paralysis thing, limbo, where you are currently stuck in. So let me shuffle the Unspoken Truth and let's have a final message for you guys. Wow, that was quick. Endings aren't always endings. There are things I never got the chance to tell you. Oh, Aquarius. Oh, you're gonna make me cry. But literally, endings aren't always endings. That it's an ending, but it's a transformative ending. You can always revive with the Judgment, which you had twice in the whole reading here. There are things I never got a chance to tell you. Well, if you open the gates of communication, you got a second chance to literally tell whoever, whatever you never got a chance to tell them, and try to come from an understanding and loving, caring, open heart space, so that the more genuine, honest, and sincere you are, the more likely they are to accept your apology or your excuse or your explanations, your side of the story of the events, and thus there's a better more potent chance for this Ace of Pentacles to be revived and to be more solid, or even more solid than what it is at the present. Last word for my Aquariuses. Hello, thank you. Planting seeds. Oh, that's interesting. And I think this goes back to what I said, just a quick glancing at it. Your ideas, dreams, and efforts have potential to develop into great things. Future promise. Basically what I said about meditation and manifestation. When you tell yourself something like, for me, something I use often is I'm divinely guided, I'm divinely protected, and just over and over until the words don't have any sense because I'm falling asleep. And somehow in my life I'm protected and I'm just guided to do this, and my reads hit on target because I convince myself, and thus I manipulate quantum physics at the quantum level to have the outcome that I desire in the concrete 3D world. Again, anyway, and enough of me being spooky here. Thank you for allowing me to read for you guys. I hope this was insightful, helpful, entertaining. I hope this has shed some light, given some advice, some clarity on situations. Thank you for supporting me. I appreciate it more than you can imagine. Aquarius has rocked my advent calendar, so thank you so very freaking much. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. And I will see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao. Peace out.